Hello everybody, this is Stephen Whitfield with Drilling Contractor. We are here at the SLB booth at the 2025 Offshore Technology Conference in Houston, Texas. And with me right now is Matt Gibbons of SLB, and we're going to be talking about something pretty cool here, electric well control. Matt's got all the insights about this, and I think it'll be interesting for you to listen to. So Matt, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
So we'll start with a pretty simple question. Tell us, what is electric well control? What are some of the technologies that are sort of encompassed within this portfolio here?
That's great. So within SLB's EWC electric well control technologies, there's two main offerings at this time. The first is our EWC pressure on demand BOP control system, which uses your traditional hydraulic BOP on the rig today and replaces the maintenance accumulators with a pump to function solution. So effectively, no accumulator in the middle. When you press the function, we function right to the BOP. The second offering is our fully electric RAM and RAM BOP and gate valves, where we remove the hydraulic actuation altogether and replace them with backwards compatible electric actuators.
So when I hear electric, I think electric versus hydraulic. So I have to ask about the sort of benefits that an electric well control system technologies provide versus, say, hydraulic. What are some of the differences there?
Yeah, so the big difference, if you think about how we monitor hydraulics on the day today, when you fire the function, it's really about gallon count and pressure at the end of stroke. That's really the only thing we get, is an inferred position or inferred performance. With our EWC electric well control technologies, whether it's our pressure on demand BOP control system, which removes accumulators from the system, but still has a hydraulic BOP, or whether it's our full electric BOP, where we're removing hydraulics altogether, the driver is about letting the customer understand, the user understand what's happening with the equipment. They're monitoring, they're seeing it go through, and they're doing that in a smaller package on the rig. Less space, less requirements to move if you're on land, or to store the space on the rig when you're operating there. So between hydraulic and electric, it's driving down that the electric actuation just does more with less.
So I have another question here, and forgive me if this sounds somewhat simple of a question here, but when I think about electric well control, I start to think, well, how are we powering these technologies? Like, how are we delivering electricity to these technologies? How are you doing that?
Yeah, so the primary source that rig power would be the rig's power, the generators on the rig, providing power to the control system, just like they do today. That they power the pumps to charge the accumulators, and then the accumulators fire the function. So we're using rig power as the primary source. And if during an operation the rig power dips or there's a blackout, then the battery backup system kicks in and keeps the system functioning instantaneously. It's also configurable that if the customer prefers, we can run on battery power all the time, and we can use rig power to just keep that battery available.
Sounds like definitely an emissions benefit there too with that.
Yeah, there's a small benefit that comes in from emissions. The real big benefit is just on space, transportation, maintenance, and fluid savings. Yeah. Really, when you're coming down to it, you don't need as much to do the same thing.
So have we seen these technologies out in the field? I'm sure they've been trialed, they've been used. What have we seen so far?
So yeah, we took our pressure on demand BOP control system. Again, that's the accumulatorless BOP control system for a traditional hydraulic BOP. We've taken that to a production rig or a drilling rig here in North America at a stack-up yard and done some testing with the BOP, proving that it runs just as well on rig power as it does in our facility. At this point in time, we don't have one on the rig yet in production, but we are working with a number of customers to put one out there, including a front-end engineering study that we're doing with a customer in the Norwegian sector to see if we can put one on a platform.
I'm sure we'll hear when it's on the rig.
Most certainly will.
I'll be looking forward to that. Well, Matt, thank you again for taking the time to speak with us. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Stephen. It was really fun.
And thank you for visiting drillingcontractor.org.